Hey guys, Tommy here with TFL Classics and TFL Truck. Kind of a bittersweet day for me today because it's time to finally sell the old Jeep Comanche, 1988 Jeep Comanche. We've had this truck for a couple of years. We've done every single video we could think of doing with this old girl. And I think it's time to send her to a new home. That's the bitter part. But the sweet part is one of you out there could be the one to buy this truck from us because we want to sell it to a viewer. We want to sell it to someone who's passionate about trucks, who's gonna be excited to own this sweet old Jeep. So here's the deal with this truck. We bought it a couple years ago for $6,500 and it's a completely rust-free short bed four-wheel drive Comanche, which is somewhat rare to begin with nowadays. It seems like a lot of these simply rotted away or were used up. This one is in very good condition for its age and it's very original. Now we're going to be of course totally transparent about what we paid for it, and we're not trying to make a profit on this truck because we don't think that's fair. We're not in the business of flipping vehicles to make money. We're in the business of entertaining you guys out there. So we're just trying to recoup most of the money we put into it and send it off to a good home. So we purchased a truck for $6,500. We bought it with about 105,000 original miles. Ran great, but it had a crunchy transmission. So we had the transmission professionally rebuilt at a cost of about $2,000, maybe a little bit more. I think it was $2,500 was the total bill. So that's about $9 grand into it. Then we paid for a new exhaust for it. So it's got an all new exhaust. Sounds great, a little bit upgraded. That was about $600. We paid to have the lift installed. That was another $500–600 as well. We sourced an original radio for it, had that installed. So, you know, we are in this probably over 10 grand when it's all said and done. And we're asking $9,500 for it, $9,500. And it really is a sweet truck. Now let's talk about the suspension because it is lifted. Our friends at TerraFlex provided a custom suspension for this vehicle. So it's got a lot of the front end components out of a TJ, but it's also been mashed with some JK components and a lot of custom made stuff. So it's got these really nice Falcon shocks on it. They also provided full custom rear suspension as well with an add leaf in the back there. Yeah. Great setup. We worked with their engineering team. Now they provided that us for the video series at no cost, so we're not factoring that into our sales price because, you know, we don't want to make a profit off of something provided to us, and we're also not factoring in the cost of these brand new BFG mud terrains, the KM3s, because those were also provided to us. So if you wanted to do a build similar to this with a completely rust-free, low mileage truck, I think you'd be hard pressed to find one and do it for under maybe 11 or 12 grand. So $9,500 is not a bad deal at all. Now let's talk about the truck. It's not pristine, but it's very original and it's about as nice as you're realistically going to find. It does have some scratches in it, you know, absolutely, but original paint, original stripes down the side, you know, the factory moldings there. And this is a Pioneer spec. So very 80s looking truck and a short bed four-wheel drive in red. It really is a cool combination. Like I said, not perfect. You see down here, you do have some wear from where probably rocks or pebbles chipped away at the fender flare paint. And then the bed has been used as well. It's not horribly dented. It just has some scratches from use in it. But overall, super solid truck. Let me try to get you a shot of the underside here. You're not going to find any rust on this vehicle. We had a new catalytic converter installed. Look how solid these floors are. I mean, yeah, it's a truck that's definitely been taken care of. Low owner truck too, I believe. Original grille, does have some cracking in it, but no major bumps or scrapes or dents down the side. You know, it doesn't look like it's ever been hit. On the side there, it's all very straight. Once again, over here, you do have some scratching and some chipping away as well, but, you know, rockers, not an ounce of rust in the rockers. Completely strong. It's got great bones, this truck. And the interior is just about perfect as well. Original bench seat. It's not tearing, it's not fraying. basically brand new condition. Same thing with the dash. Not a single crack in this dashboard, which is pretty rare for a truck that's going on over 30 years old now. So, full gauge pack there. There's your keys, American Motors, Jeep on the back, and 5-speed manual transmission. I'll start her up here. All right. Starts like an absolute dream. There's the original radio. That works. Heat works great. I should mention AC doesn't. It might work, but it's still running the old conditioner. The old refrigerant, I should say, in there. It needs to be converted to the newer setup. So that does not work, but everything else works great. Heat works like a dream. It blows where it needs to. I don't think it's ever been smoked in. Headliner is perfect. Door cards are perfect. Manual windows, of course. Parking brake works, holds the truck. And 4-wheel drive works as well. So pull it back one click into 4 high, and then you can go into 4 low as well. It engages the front axle just perfectly. So that's awesome. Let's pop the hood and show you under the hood. The engine runs like an absolute top. Hard to do with one hand. There you have it. 4-liter straight 6. Super clean engine. Doesn't smoke. Nothing like that. Never had it overheat on us. All the lights work as well. Pop those on for you. You know, some of the rubber's starting to get a little bit aged there. Man, where's my hazard? Through there. It just all works so well. And it's got a really good burble to it. I should mention though, as good as the burble is, you do notice here, we routed the exhaust a little bit too close to the bumper, and it did melt one of the end caps on the bumper. But it does have the original bumper. These are impossible to find on Comanches, as well as the original taillights. Tailgate works as it should. I don't know how a tailgate would break, but you'd be surprised with how abused some of these vehicles were. Fuel filler, unleaded fuel only, and then horn. It's got the old Jeep style horn. And there's your rear window. So overall, really just a really nice truck. Shifts through the gears nicely. Can show you how it goes down the road really quick if you'd like. Someone's gonna end up with a great rig to either build off of or just have something to put around in. So all the gauges work. Fuel gauge works. Temperature gauge works. I've never seen it get hot. Transmission works like a dream. All right. It's just a good, solid vehicle. You know, if you wanted a vehicle to build into an off-road rig, you could certainly put lockers into it if you so desired, or what I would do is just kind of drive it around and enjoy it for what it is, which is a super clean and original rig. All right, well, there you have it, guys. A quick tour of our Jeep Comanche. Like I said, if you're interested in seriously buying this truck, please send us an email, ask@tfltruck.com. That's ask@tfltruck.com, and we'll see if we can put a deal together. You know, we're not going to finance it, and we're not going to hold it for you, because I think this truck's going to sell pretty quick. But once again, you know, I don't think we're being greedy. We're not trying to rip anyone off with this vehicle. Just an honest, hardworking truck that's getting pretty rare to find. Well, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to stay tuned to TFL Truck and TFL Classics, because we've got a lot more fun content coming for you in the pipeline, and some stuff you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for. Here's the front axle as well. This one also has a skid plate group, which is cool.